Howdy, y'all. Mach 1 Fireman here, once again, along with my older brother, Ace Morologist.
I'm up here. I'm against the night sky.
Yeah. And we're playing around at night a little bit. As you can see, the
Yes.
zombies are tracking me.
Hmm.
And we've been a little bit overrun, so I'm kind of flying around. And the reason we're doing it at night is because of, wow, this thing right here.
Yes, it's a lot easier to see this at night.
Yes. So, what exactly is this thing?
This is the general shape of the airship I aim to build at some point.
Ah, I see.
And this light structure is generated, if you want to fly into the middle
I
here,
am. Whoop.
by this building guide.
Right.
This little thingy here.
Okay.
And right clicking on the sides, top and bottom, changes the dimensions. And it started off as a sphere, and I just elongated one side and shrunk down two others.
Okay. So,
And go ahead.
so it shows you an outline of where you need to put blocks.
Right. Each one of these outside bits is composed of a one block space.
Right.
And it can do other shapes too, like it'll do a cylinder, but it'll only do it straight up and down.
Mm-hmm.
It'll do cube and dome. Neat stuff. I mean, it's one of the most practical and useful blocks from open blocks.
Right.
But yeah, I fool around with this thing in creative all the time. And what's really neat is if I had a block of obsidian, I could put it right here on top, and then take a different kind of block in my hand.
Uh-huh.
And if I right click with that kind of block, if I have enough of such blocks in my inventory, it'll fill in this entire outline with that block.
Ah, is that what you're planning on doing?
Uh, Maybe. I'm still trying to decide on the basic, like, see, here's the thing. I could make every one of these spaces an air balloon.
Uh-huh.
Because you got to have 40% air balloons or whatever. And that'll be a huge, in this case, white bubble shape thingy.
Right.
And then I'll have, that number plus half again of other kinds of blocks to fill in the rest of the thing with.
Right.
But it would look like just a big lozenge, like a big pill.
Uh-huh.
Or I could make this outer shell out of some other kind of blocks, like planks, or there's some really cool looking factory blocks that I think would fit nicely in here, and those give you a lot better return on materials per block.
Right.
And then I would fill up the interior, not fill up the interior, but I would line the interior with air balloons, keep them all on the inside, but then there would be less space inside. So I'm still working on it.
Right. Now, could you make like a blimp, like a actual blimp, like have a gondola underneath of all of this if all of this was the whoop?
Yeah, if this was all air balloons, yes,
Right.
I could do that.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I got this idea started. Is I was going to do just a shell of balloons, and then, the gondola. Yes, down here. Almost forgot the word, even though you said it 10 seconds ago. And window in the front and helm right there. Then I got to looking at it, and there's just a bunch of room inside. So it seemed like a shame to waste all that space. So I started fooling around with various room designs, and part of the thing that's tricky about Archimedes ships, which is what mod this comes from, if you didn't happen to catch last episode,
Right.
viewers. Well, you did. You were there.
Yeah.
And you killed me by knocking me off a cloud by compiling it into an entity while I was standing on it, as I recall. Is that everything that you make into your ship has to be connected to some other block that's being compiled. But which is a fancy way of saying all the blocks have to be touching each other to be part of the same ship.
Right.
But if you look at this design, some of these blocks that would be forming the outside are not actually touching any other blocks. They're just sort of free floating.
Yeah.
Which I found out in creative mode. If you just stick a helm on a big balloon made out of this shape and fly away with it, the end caps come off.
Oh.
Or if you put the helm on top, the entire top sheet just slides away and the rest of it remains where it was. So it's tricky. It's tricky. And it's very materials intensive.
Yes. That's a lot of blocks.
Yes, yes. But if I can set up an advanced genetics laboratory, and if I can get a sheep, the proper sheep genes out of it, we will never want for wool, which is what you use to make the air balloons.
Right.
Because I can make myself, pardon me, while I look like I'm just going to barf all over the ground here. I'm so hungry. Ugh, there we go. If I can give myself a certain sheep gene, then I can have myself sheared infinitely and always have wool, which is amazing.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yes, that is the plan. But
So, last episode we did Archimedes ships.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a long-term project. This is
Yes.
not going to happen today.
Right. I also started a ship kind of started a ship
Oh yeah.
last episode.
Are you?
Well, it was right there.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember some other things were over here as well.
Yeah. There was
And
a
weren't.
catastrophic design flaw that, that caused.
Oh my.
Yeah. Whoops. Actually, no. It looked like crap, so I blew it up. Basically, is what happened. I blew it up with
Yeah,
some
you did.
TNT, and I used a
Some
little bit too much
TNT?
TNT. Yeah, a little bit too much TNT.
Yeah.
Like half a stack.
Yes, you learned as you do every time you do a Minecraft series. The first TNT block throws the rest of them in random directions.
Right. So it took out part of that tree. It took out some of the chests that were sitting over here. Yeah.
Yep.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But
Hilarious.
hilarious. Yes, I should have recorded it, but I didn't. So.
Well, by that point, you were pretty salty about the design not working.
Oh yeah. I am not a builder. I am thoroughly convinced, and that just. I'm not a builder.
No.
Yeah.
It was funny watching you build it because it looked like a regular Minecraft boat
Uh-huh.
that just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
and uglier and uglier and uglier. Oh, it was awful. Oh
they
my
do
god,
not
it was
translate in scale. It was pretty amazing.
awful. Yeah, it was hideous.
It's like I'm your brother, so I didn't want to say anything and like break your spirit. But by the time you realized it, it was definitely
The
just ugly.
Yeah, the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
yes. That's why I rely on the block guide or the building guide. 'Cause
Yes.
I don't have to make that shape by myself.
Right.
That's why this looks like this. That's why this looks like a skateboard with a fan tail and a needle nose, as opposed to a boat.
Well,
This is all about function over form.
right. Yeah, I blew up part of it too. Sorry. Sorry. There's a
Oh,
block.
yeah.
There's a block
Yeah,
missing
there's
right there.
one block missing. I don't know how you managed to only knock off one block.
Well, I knocked off more than that, but I replaced them, but I missed that one.
Oh, I see. Well, fair enough.
Whoops.
Yes.
So yeah, before we started recording, it was you noticed it was middle of the night, so I was running around killing some stuff, and I
Yes.
got creeper trophy.
Oh, yeah.
So let's where are we gonna put this guy? Let's put this guy. Actually, we'll put him over here with the rest of the trophies. The rest of the
There's
trophies being the one that I've got so far.
Oh, I actually have one more to bring along to that.
Oh yeah, well grab
Yes,
it and
I got-
come to the spawners over here.
Yep, will do. I got one for my cow. Oh, thanks.
Awesome, cow trophy, sweet.
That's right. I didn't know whether to feel ashamed of that or proud of it.
Now over here, a couple episodes ago, we set up the auto spawner and put a couple extra spawners in there. And as you can see, this guy's almost full. Something I meant to update you guys on, but I have not yet. I finally got this working for sure. I think what happens is you have to give it a few minutes, because I noticed as I was editing the video that it came out a couple episodes ago, it was working when I thought that it wasn't. If that makes sense, you'll see it in the video. But red, that's got to be the blue, and we've got 145 stored in there, ender pearls. So
Yes.
that's what's in there. Yeah, we've emptied this thing out twice already.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ace went through and sorted it all out for us, so that was good.
Which took forever because I forgot to turn it off.
Right. Yeah, because when you pick something out of here, it doesn't matter. Like if there's stuff coming in, it doesn't matter if there's already stacks. See, there's stacks to this stuff over here already, but it just goes in the first available space, starting at the top right. So it starts here and scans here. It's like, okay, there's no room here. Then it goes here, scans. Okay, there's room here, so let me put whatever in there, even though that there's spaces for it somewhere else.
Infuriating.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. So, let's go back up here. Hi.
Hello.
Here is the chest for our reusable safari nets. I got, there's an Enderman you knew about. I got a chicken and a cow. We'll talk about those
Yes.
next episode. Now you notice if you right click on the witch trophy, nothing happens because they don't make any noise. But if you right click on cow trophy, he makes noise. And the creeper trophy.
Ow! Crap, dude.
Scared you, didn't it?
Hurt too.
Did it really?
Yeah, did not hurt you?
No, come over here.
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, really? Like it hurt that much?
I was down to half of my heart. I'm not sure why. I'm going to assume it's because a creeper trophy just blew up in my face.
Well, it didn't hurt me. Come over here and click on it.
Yeah, give me a second.
It's not going to hurt you if you're the one clicking on it.
Yeah, we'll see about this.
Trust me. Just trust me and come over and click on the damn
Look,
thing.
you've got almost a literal stack of my heads. I'm loath to trust you when it comes to my safety.
Yep, 2 hearts.
All right, I'm good.
Did I do any damage to you?
I was far enough away that time where it didn't. That is amazing, however. I did not realize creepers did that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I knew Enderman trophies through little pearls.
Right.
But that was the only thing I knew that any of them did.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that they actually damaged you or damaged somebody else. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So was there something else we wanted to talk about over here? Oh, let me show you. This is the stuff just out of that chest right there. This is what I've got. I've cleared out of it. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, also over here, like I said, with this guy's almost, I don't know what's going to happen when this thing fills up completely. I don't know if I'm going to have to add more to it, or I don't know what we're going to do with that.
Who knows?
I guess we'll just add more tanks and have a tank all the way to the sky.
Right. Just right up to 256.
And then
And what are we going to do with it? Absolutely
Who knows?
Just hook up an infinite line of auto spawners.
There you go. Spawn anything we want.
Right, lag your server straight to death.
Ender Pearl, where? There it is. Take that guy. Now over here we have. Boink.
Crack.
Ah, you like that, didn't you?
That's good. Oh,
Perfect throw.
oofed.
Over here we've got a desert temple that is not in the desert. It is in the, what is this called? This is called
Outback,
the Outback.
I believe. Yes.
So we are going to,
Yeah, it's spawned all janky too. It's like half of it's underground and
yeah, it's all weird. So we're going to take a little nap here as soon as the sun
it's
goes
about
down.
time. That's
Sleepy
when we'll be
time.
grouped. Yep. Bink. So I didn't put it in my backpack that time. In fact, I'm not even carrying a backpack anymore.
Yeah, I quit carrying mine too.
It became a hassle because
Yeah.
you got to take it off as soon as you remember that if you don't, everything just explodes out of it like you died.
Right. Now Ace was nice enough to make me an exosuit. So I've got 50% attack damage, 30% speed, 30% speed. So just walking speed is like sprinting because I was sprinting around everywhere anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't have to feel like I don't feel like I have to do that because I run fast anyway. Now, Ace has procured, or not procured. What's the word I'm looking for? Claimed. He has claimed this desert temple. What are you
Yes.
planning on doing with this, good sir? And you got about 5 minutes.
Okay, this is where I intended for the genetics lab to go.
Okay.
So here's the old door.
Well, that's
I haven't put
pretty
anything in here yet. I just found this place and declared it suitable.
How did you do this?
Crazy. Do what?
How'd you make this creeper face door?
Oh, this it. All right, let me out. This is a carpenter's door. You make just
okay,
a regular door shape out of carpenter's blocks.
Right.
And then I took 2 different kinds of sandstone and ran them through the chisel.
All right.
Like there's different kinds of chisel, not the carpenter's blocks chisel, but the chisel mod chisel.
Okay. That's good enough explanation. We'll get into
Yeah,
that
yeah.
some other time. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a
You can
door
make
that
a
you.
carpenter-
It's not a door that you found. You actually made that.
Yeah, those are carpenter's blocks. Take a facade of other kinds of blocks. I made 2 different kinds of blocks and touched different halves, and I made stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So up here
Yep.
is going to be the cruelest device I've ever created,
Okay.
which is going to be amazing, and it's going to be very, very helpful because for advanced genetics you need skin samples
Right.
from different mobs, and those samples give you certain aspects of the mob's abilities. Like bats will enable you to fly without having to change into a bat.
Okay.
I don't know why I shrugged right there, but that's what it does. But you also need what's called a basic gene, and I'll show you more of this once we get the whole thing set up.
Right.
But you can get a basic gene from anything. I'm going to use a witch because witches, excuse me, let me take one step back. When you take a sample, it does a tiny little bit of damage.
Okay.
So
What do you take a sample with, so I can look it up for the people? What's
boom,
it called?
A scraper.
Scraper.
Looks like a big Q-tip.
Yep, there it is.
Well, half of a big Q-tip.
So
What you do is you right click on a mob with that, and it does a tiny little flick of damage, and it knocks off skin scales, was what they call them.
okay.
And when you get those, you run them through a battery of machines to get the genes. But when you get, there's a certain point you get to where you need the gene whose ability you're trying to split off,
Such as like flying from a bat
like flight, right, or wall climbing from a spider, any kind of stuff like that.
or sheep.
Right, sheep have the best one, really. The best two, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah, come on now. But in order to bulk up that gene, you need what's called a basic gene, which is just a nothing. It's a placeholder. And each power you try to give yourself costs like a minimum of 15 basic genes. So, you scrape those off of a mob.
A basic
and if
gene.
you, well, the stuff
genes
from
in
which a
general.
basic gene comes, right?
Right.
When you do that, it does a little bit of damage, so you can't have a mob infinitely in any kind of machine in order to automatically get the scrapings off of them.
Because it'll eventually kill them.
Right, eventually it will kill them, unless it's a witch, because whenever you start damaging them, they start drinking health potions.
Ah.
So I've got a machine in mind that will constantly scrape and constantly collect scrapings from a witch.
Sounds good.
So, and that's going to go up there.
Up
And
there.
down here, in each of these little alcoves, I'm going to put one of the machines.
Aha.
There's like 8 of them that we need, and one of them is the same machine twice because you got to run the thing through it twice.
6.
And they're one block by one block. Careful. By the
Yep.
way, I've already cleaned this stuff out, but I lost that piece of wool. So yeah, my plan is to put the machines in these little alcoves,
Okay.
and then they have to be powered, which use the leadstone power tubing.
Like what were
And
you?
there's
Oh,
a-
God, sorry. Hi.
Ow.
I'm glad I was off of my cleaver.
Yeah, me too. I'm wearing a damage boosting exosuit myself, by the way.
Yes.
It's a one-shot kill.
Yes. So basically, it would be whoever clicked first.
Yes. You'll notice I'm unarmed right now.
Yes.
Crap, head knocks off. Dang it.
That's later.
So yeah, I'm going to put the machines in here and then run the power tubing
Back
behind them.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to have, these temples are all set up the same way. They've all got the front door and then the 2 stairway hallways. I think back here I'm going to knock out some of this stuff, put in a water pool.
There you are. Okay.
And I just ran in this corner. Yeah, put in a water pool and then the aqueous accumulator, the steam turbine,
Right.
and run the leadstone stuff just out this wall. And it'll be all set up nice.
Like right there.
I can't see through your head, but yes, I assume so. I think that's where it comes out. Yeah, that's back behind there. Yes. Right there.
Sweet.
And then one of these other ones had to be the door in, because if you look over here, this is the front door, but it's in a hole because it was generated half in this hill.
Right.
But
Well,
you
we can fix that.
yeah, but you can't really come in up at the top level safely because the witch thing I was telling you about is a little bit dangerous
Uh-huh.
because
Where's
once
my-
they start getting scraped and start getting hurt,
Right.
they start retaliating with their splash poisons.
Ah.
So yeah, it's a
Like-
neat machine, but it's radioactive. That's how I like to describe it.
So they attack the scraper?
Mhm.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in an autonomous activator
Oh,
or actuator. The thing we've got.
we don't
somewhere
have one of
else.
those.
Oh, that's right. I used a different thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to build one of those things in and then put a bunch of scrapers in there, and that's going to do the job for me.
Cool.
Yes. So that's the plan, and this will be the advanced genetics lab. There's plenty of room. It's appropriately, creepy looking, sort
Yeah.
of 50s horror movie kind of creepy.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, so I guess we'll get to work on that, and we're going to
Yep.
call it an episode for this one for this time.
Yeah.
We didn't really do a whole lot. We just did a little talky talk.
Sure, and then he fell to his death.
I'm good.
It's a ground laying episode.
Yes, ground laying episode. So we're going to get to work on that next episode, I guess. Ooh, I need to eat.
Yeah, I can start building some of it in the interim, and
Yeah, we'll start messing with some of this. I'll clear out some of this land over here so we can actually get in and out.
yeah,
Ace will work on his magic scraper machine that radioactiveness.
yes, I call it the Scrapulator 5000.
The Scrapulator 5000. I like that.
Yes.
We'll have to trademark that. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this.
Ding, TM.
Yeah. Let me. Oh, damn it.
And he fell to his death.
Shut up. Jumpy jump. Okay. So we'll go here and we'll say marker name Scrapulator 5000. Enter.
Yes. Before the comments start filling up, I know there's an auto scraper in the Advanced Genetics mod,
Uh-huh.
but I can never get it to work.
Oh,
Like I tried and tried and tried in creative mode. I could not figure it out. So I'm going with what I know works.
fair enough.
So there.
All right. Well, we're going to call it an end for this episode.
Shing.
Shing. So, yeah, we're going to call it an end for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And we will see y'all next time. And we'll have some of the work done on this stuff. And then we'll do
That's right.
something different.
Yes, it takes Advanced Genetics a while to pay off, so that's going to be running in the background.
Yes, it is. All right. We'll see y'all next time.
I'm out.